What's going on YouTube? Jeans here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are bringing you guys a Pokemon that has fallen off recently. We are rocking out with Iron Bundle in Ranked Regulation I. Now, like I said, Iron Bundle definitely has fallen off in Regulation I. It was very strong in Regulation G and past formats before that. But here in Reg I, not seeing it too much. But nonetheless, this Pokemon is still amazing and we're definitely going to rock out with it and grab some wins and showcase the power of this Pokemon. Now, obviously, it is an Ice and Water type Pokemon with Quick Drive as its ability, rocking the Focus Sash as item. It also has Ice Beam, it has Icy Wind, U-Turn, and Protect as its 4 moves. Another Paradox Pokemon on today's team going to be Raging Bolt. Now, Raging Bolt going to be very strong, especially with Photosynthesis. We have Groudon to set the sun, and it's holding the Life Orb as its item. So got Draco Meteor, Electric Terror type with Rising Voltage, and Thunderclap. So a lot of electric damage output when it's paired up with Miraidon. Like I already mentioned, our two restricted Pokemon, Miraidon and Groudon, can be able to pair up with both our Paradox Pokemon super well. On top of that, we got Whimsicott and Farigiraf as our two support Pokemon. Whimsicott over here with Tailwind, Light Screen, Encore, and Grass Knot, and Farigiraf with Foul Play, Roar, Helping Hand, and Trick Room. Guys, want to run the team for yourself? Rental code is at the top right hand corner, and if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. But without further ado, let's hop into match number 1, showcasing Iron Bundle in Ranked Regulation I. Let's get after it, ladies and gentlemen. Match number 1 going up against a meta squad with Screens Grimmsnarl, Miraidon, Calyrex, and they're also rocking out with Farigiraf, Volcarona, and Iron Hands. Now, they could definitely lead Iron Hands here early on just for fake out purposes. They could also lead Miraidon or even Calyrex, but chances are they're going to lead Screens Grimmsnarl. And I think from here, honestly, Miraidon and Raging Bolt, not too bad. Not too bad, right? Looking at it, they could do a lot of work here. So, you know what? We're going to end up going into both of those two. They could set up a light screen, but I still like it. I could set up a light screen on my own, but I think I'm fine with going Groudon and potentially just Iron Bundle in the back end. I like it. I definitely like it. We got Ice Beam. We got Icy Wind for speed control if we need it. We also have U-Turn for pivoting. I'm with it. I'm definitely with it. They could honestly set up Trick Room here as well with Calyrex. That could be a tough little customer. But the amount of electric damage that we can do with these two, Raging Bolt and Miraidon, is absurd. Like, Rising Voltage in the terrain gets double damage. I also have Electric Terror if I want to send it. Life Orb. Just doing so much. But I end up going into these two, so it could just be a simple light screen play into a Trick Room. And I'm kind of thinking we should just double down into this Calyrex, right? I'm thinking we Electric Terror double down, because if you set up light screen here, this could be rough. He could protect. He could honestly protect. And I think we're going to take that risk by doubling down into Calyrex. I really think doubling down into Calyrex is going to be the play here. So I'm going to Terrasilize this Raging Bolt. Go for Rising Voltage. I'm going to go for this Electro Drift instead of Overheat. I'm just ready to roll with it, right? Let me see your EV investments. Yeah, I'm ready to roll with it. Look at this moveset this thing has. The Fire Terror. That's so odd. The Fire Terror is so odd. But I'm doubling straight down to this Calyrex slot. I'm doubling down into it. Not playing around here with the Electric Terror as well. Just really hoping this thing doesn't protect, right? Really hoping. Could go for Glacial Lance. Could just go Light Screen, Glacial Lance, but hopefully we can do enough damage. There's the Light Screen. No Protect pops out here, which is great news. It's beautiful news. Let's see how much damage we're doing. I maybe should have went for Overheat, but I'm hoping we can do enough damage with this. Oh, we get a crit. Yes, sir. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. So we are going to be able to pick up the KO. I'm kind of curious to see how much damage we would have done without the crit if we were going to KO. I don't know. Probably, right? This is a lot of damage. It's a ton of damage. So there's the KO. Beautiful. Calyrex is gone. They have Light Screen up, which is not good news. Chances are their Miraidon might pop out here. And if that's the case, we might hard swap into Groudon and get the Photosynthesis boost. But instead, they go Iron Hands here. So Iron Hands going to pop out here. I feel like they have to pick who they want to fake out, and at this point, we'll just start attacking the Grimmsnarl. Right? Yeah, Rising Voltage is doing so much damage here. It really is. And we'll double down to Grimmsnarl. So let's see. Nope. He's going to end up just letting his Grimmsnarl probably die out here. No fake out. No nothing. Yeah. Electro Drift, Rising Voltage. Going to pick up the KO. Beautiful. Bye-bye to both of you guys. Oh my lord. Raging Bolt's going nuclear today. This might be a Raging Bolt video rather than Iron Bundle. This might be a Raging Bolt video. This thing is insane. Insane. So we end up doing that. I wonder if he's just going for a Drain Punch here. He's going to go for a low kick, which is going to do a lot of damage to my Raging Bolt. But he's going to be able to soak, which is great news. Chances are the final Pokemon is Miraidon. Yep. Out comes Miraidon, and from here, do I just hard swap into... I mean, let's see. What is your thing going to? You're going to go into special attack here. I could boost it here again. I could go for the Draco Meteor. They still have Terra, though. They still have Terra. We have these two in the back end with Quick Drive. How many turns are left in the Electric Train? 3. Okay, so there's plenty of turns left. I think we're just going to deal as much damage as we possibly can here and just let both of these guys die out here. I guess we'll just go for an Overheat. We don't have any other hitting moves. Plus, I think he Terrasilize me right on. No, he doesn't. So he's just going to stay in here. Thunderclap's going to fly. How much damage are we really doing with this? Wow. Nothing. Nothing. This thing soaks no problem. This thing soaks no problem. I'm going to die out to my Life Orb damage. And then we'll go from there because my best bet is to just let both these guys die out, right? Hopefully he can KO my Miraidon here. My Miraidon's actually outspeeding, so I guess this is a bit slower of a Miraidon, just to kind of thrive out in Trick Room. But he's going to end up Gleaming here, which is going to do a ton of damage. Can you KO me, please? The Drain Punch? Cool. Because what I want to do here is just... I could Icy Wind down, and then just start throwing Blades left and right. That is definitely a possibility. Or I could just go, you know, Blades with Ice Beam here. Because do I really need to slow down the Miraidon? Maybe. Maybe for my Groudon to outspeed it. Let's see Groudon speed real quick. So get all that Quick Drive boost, get all that stuff. They still have the Terror type, which is always scary. It's definitely always scary. Let's check your speed real quick. You have leftovers, 121. I just think Icy Wind's going to be the play. I just think Icy Wind's going to be the play, especially for this turn. So we'll slow down the Miraidon at least one stage here. Hopefully that could be enough for Groudon to outspeed it. If not, we'll go for another Icy Wind next turn. But I do have the Focus Sash, which is awesome. It's great news. And they're going to Terrasilize Miraidon. Unless it's just straight up Electric Terror. I guess we'll find out. But out comes the Terror type. Seeing that coming from a mile away. They end up going to be Iron Hands. This grass? Bug Iron Hand's going to pop out here. Not a bad play. Not a bad play. So Miraidon, are you protecting or are you just staying in here? Very curious to see this. No, he's staying in here. Icy Wind flies. Does decent damage to Miraidon. Speed drop on the Iron Hands. Speed drop on the Miraidon. Groudon, you outspeed? You do. And Miraidon's dead. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So I'm able to do a ton of damage. Now all we have to do is deal with Iron Hands. And I mean, I got Ice Beam ready to roll. I got Ice Beam ready to roll. Do I got Heat Crash on this Groudon? I'm not sure if I do. Drain Punch gonna fly. Bring me down to Focus Sash. Be my guest. And Iron Hand's gonna go back up to full HP? Yeah. Okay. Okay, I see you. I do have Heat Crash, which is great news. So I'll just Heat Crash, and I'm just gonna protect you, Iron Bundle, because he probably wants to KO you. And no, they just end up canceling match 1-0. Raging Bolt, Iron Bundle, going crazy. Match number 1. Let's go hop into our second. Match number 2 underway, going up against a Kyogre squad. Now, Kyogre, really, really strong, really fast, especially with Whimsicott. We're going to have to find ways around this. Now, they have Zacian, they got Landorus. They're also rocking out with Dragonite and Shenpao, a very strong combo. So they got multiple ways to kind of attack us, right? Landorus is scary up against our electric types. Dragonite and Shenpao scary up against pretty much everybody. And Kyogre with Tailwind is terrifying as well. I definitely want to go Whimsicott here because we have to keep speed. We have to keep speed up against these guys, so I'm going to go Tailwind here. I could also go into maybe like Groudon here for a lead just to get weather control. It's not too bad. And I think I am going to end up leading Groudon. I like it. So I'm going to end up going into both of them. I am going to end up bringing in my Miraidon. And last but not least, do we want Raging Bolt or would we rather have Iron Bundle? I really wish we had Freeze Dry here. I really wish we had Freeze Dry, but I'm just going to go Iron Bundle. I like it, especially with the Focus Sash. Going to be 4 times super effective into the Landorus and into the Dragonite, which is really good. But yeah, if we had Freeze Dry, we could have been super effective into the Kyogre as well, which would have worked wonders. But it is what it is. We're rocking Ice Beam. Icy Beam. They end up leading Whimsicott and Landorus, which not bad for us. I mean, I can Heat Crash away. I could also set up a Light Screen, which I might just do turn 1. Because unless he goes for Sludge Bomb here, we should be fine. So I'm going to go Light Screen here. And I am just going to end up ripping a Heat Crash. You can go for Tailwind if you want to. As long as he doesn't go for Sludge Bomb, we should be fine here to get off Tailwind the next turn and get it staggered. And I'm popping this light screen. Light screen up against 2 special attackers. We get that out. He does rip the Sludge Bomb. Can we soak? Yeah, we're not soaking that. 4 times super effective. Like I said, as long as he doesn't pop the Sludge Bomb. At least we got off the light screen. He did pop the Sludge Bomb. He crash flies here. Big time damage. We like that. I could go into potentially making me right on here. But I think Iron Bundle is just going to be our play. Do I protect the Iron Bundle? I could just go Icy Wind here. So they could double down to the Iron Bundle. They could definitely double down to Iron Bundle. I'm just gonna go Icy Wind with the Heat Crash into this slot. Save my protect. They are gonna double down to Iron Bundle. Where's that Groudon? Cool. That's Groudon. Okay, I don't mind that. So that's fine here. Sludge Bomb's gonna find that slot. Beautiful. Iron Bundle's able to soak. Icy Wind now launches. We're gonna be able to pick up. Who dodged it? Who dodged it? Who dodged this? Okay, cool. Hopefully Whimsicott's not focus sash. I was gonna say we should pick up the double KO, but I guess not. I guess we're not picking up the double KO. Tough news for us. Unless this thing's not focus sash. He crash flies. And he's not sash. Okay, so we pick up the double KO. No problem. Double KO on the board. Kyogre's now going to come out here, which is... might be the death of us here. Might be the death of us here. Kyogre popping out in this Tailwind. Trying to figure out, like, any possible way we can kind of get around this. I should have probably popped Tailwind turn 1. I do have Light Screen up, which is good news. Zacian out here, though. We don't like that. We do not like that. I could double protect to try to waste out a little bit of Tailwind, but this might just be over. What's your Terra type Ground? It's Fire. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good for us. You have Fire as well. These are not good Terra types for us right now. Protect, probably our best bet. So how many turns are left in Tailwind? 2? Yeah, so we're gonna protect here. And he's just going to Terrasilize, probably Groudon and just get after it, right? Not Groudon, Kyogre. That Water Terra. Yeah, yo, we are so done for. We are so done for. I'm trying to figure out any possible way we can win this. I feel like the only possible way we can win this is going to be the double protect here. We sacrifice Groudon Iron Bundle. We one-tap Zacian and then KO the Kyogre. It's legit our only way. Because we do have Assault Vest, we have Light Screen up, so Zacian's really the main threat. I do have Overheat, but that's not going to do us any good in the rain. Not going to do us any good here in the rain. I think we just have to sacrifice these two. This is not good. Not good for us at all. I don't think Iron Bundle could outspeed even if I swap to rain. That would not... it wouldn't help us. Alright, we're just going to sacrifice these two. So Icy Wind if we can pull it off. Go for Blades if we can pull it off. But chances are, yeah, this Water Spout's just flying here. So bye-bye to both of these guys. Yep, even through Light Screen. Alright. So Tailwind's done. Zacian might just outspeed my what's it called, though. Wonder if he's choice. Wonder if he's choice or anything. But Zacian could just outspeed my Miraidon. Let me see my Miraidon speed. That play rough's looking scary because I do have Fire Terror, but I can't really do it if this thing's just like choice in the water. The Tailwind's going. I could maybe just go Fire Terror and Electric Drift this Kyogre. Or I could go for Charge. I could go for Parabolic Charge. Do we think that could be enough damage to KO Kyogre? And go into Fire Terror? I'm gonna give it a try. I'm going Fire Terror into Parabolic Charge. We're gonna send it because we need to get rid of our Play Rough weakness. Fire's a great Terror type up against Zacian, but I don't know. Is he gonna send? Is he gonna send the Water Spout? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe he might go for Ice Beam or something like that because Water Spout we resisted 4 times. So I'm going Fire Terror. We're gonna give this a try. We're gonna give this a run here. Nope, he's choice and he's Water Spouting. Okay, good game. Thanks for playing, Jeans. Thanks for playing. He's choice. Good game. Kyogre just getting the best of us here in match number 2. I even said it from the beginning, as long as Landorus doesn't Sludge Bomb, we should be fine after that late screen, and it Sludge Bombed, and that was the game from there. Final match time. Let's see if we can go 2-1. That Kyogre in the last match just got the best of us. Lunala, me right on here in match number 3. They're also rocking out with Shenpao and Chi-Yu with Iron Hands and Frigoraph. A lot of meta going on here. I'm ready to rip up after it. I could end up just leading that Raging Bolt Miraidon combo again. It's actually looking pretty nice here. Not too shabby, so I am going to end up going into both of them. Bringing the Iron Bundle, bringing the Groudon. So same squad as we brought in the first match. Let's see if we can replicate, get ourselves that victory. That'd be beautiful. But yeah, that last match, dude, that Sludge Bomb from that laner. So I was hoping it would just go for, you know, its typical like Sandsear Storm or something. And then we get off Tailwind the next turn, have those turns staggered, and actually have a shot in that match. But it did not work out that way. It did not work out that way. But back to the Raging Bolt, back to the Miraidon, our bread and butter for this squad. Really depends who they lead here. But I really like what we're doing here. I really like it, especially with that rising voltage boost. It's just absurd. It really is. I mean, if their Miraidon is Fairy type with Dazzling Gleam, that could be a little tough for us, but let's just see who they lead. It's gonna end up being these two. Okay, not bad. Not too shabby for us. Chi-Yu looking a tad bit scary. Not gonna sit here and lie, especially with like if it's Choice Scarf with Snarl. That's something we probably don't like. I could double down into that slot, or I could potentially hard swap into Groudon and just start Parabolic charging. It's not a bad call. Yeah, I'm gonna go Electric Terra, and I'm gonna go for Thunderclap here. And I'm gonna look to just Volt Switch out of here. I'm going for the Electric. I'm looking for the Thunderclap one-hit KO. That's really what I'm looking for here. I got Life Orb, I got Stab, I got Electric Terrain, I got Terra Boosted. I think this should do enough damage. So I don't want him just snarling me up and just being annoying, maybe Calm Mind boosting here as well. If I can go for this Thunderclap potential KO and Volt Switch pivot out of here and get rid of Shadow Shield, that sounds nice. Let's see, how much damage doing? Thunderclap, sending it. Enough damage, come on, man. Great call from Jeans. Great call from Jeans. Able to pick up that KO, no problem. Life Orb gonna take a little bit of our HP, but that's all good. Volt Switch gonna pivot us out here, get rid of Shadow Shield more importantly. And do I just go into Ground Dizzle? Yeah, we gotta go into Ground Dizzle. We gotta go into Ground Dizzle, especially to pop that Photosynthesis boost. Let's do it. Let's do it. Not bad first turn. Are you Calm Mind boost? I'm curious to see what you're doing here. Lunala. Very curious to see what you're doing here. Meteor Beam. What do you got here? Dazzling Gleam? Trickerman. Okay, so he ends up Trickerman. Not bad for us, though. I'll take that turn all day. Because I got rid of that Chi-Yu, which I really like. I didn't pop Tailwind. Groudon's a little bit on the slower side. I can still use first turn priority with Raging Bolt, which is doing a ton of damage. He's going to end up throwing Shenpao out here. I think it's just a simple Protect and a Rising Voltage into this Lunala slot is going to be our play. I can see the Ice Move just launching into Groudon. Let's be honest here. And Lunala might go for Wide Guard here, just because, I mean, Blades is on the field, and he's scared of Thunderclap, so I'm just going to go for Rising Voltage here. It should do a ton of damage. It should do a ton of damage. He ends up just protecting the Shenpao. This is fine by me. This is a fine turn for us. Rising Voltage, we're actually outspeeding. This is probably KOing here. Oh my lord. This Pokemon is phenomenal today. This is probably KOing. Yeah. The damage is absurd. Double damage in the terrain, Electric Terra boost, Photosynthesis boost, Life Orb boosted, Stab boost. Like, dude, this thing is just going crazy. It's going crazy. Now I can Thunderclap down this Shenpao. And I could just go for a Blades here. Actually, I could just go Blades on top of Thunderclap into this slot, because you're probably going to Terrasilize him, right? Most likely. Most likely. So I'm going to go for Thunderclap into the Miraidon slot. And no, they just cancel match. So Raging Bolt MVP for today's video. I thought we would be using more Iron Bundle, but Raging Bolt stole the show. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Raging Bolt and Iron Bundle in Ranked Regulation I getting work done, especially the Raging Bolt. Iron Bundle not too bad in today's video, helping us pick up a win in match number 1, but match number 3, Raging Bolt stole the show, dude. Rising Voltage, Thunderclap, insane amount of damage next to Miraidon. It's absurd. But guys, that is going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like button for me. And if you're new here, click that big red subscribe button so you know when all of my videos go live. Seriously, you guys rock out. Make sure you spread some positivity today. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.